Hi everyone and welcome along to the 2nd of December. Let's see what's behind today's door. Oh, we've got a rocking horse Christmas ornament. That is so cool. So we've got our tree, we're now decorating the tree. Grab your paints and let's get started. A rocking horse feels like a really classic kind of Christmas present from olden times, doesn't it? But I think the appeal still endures. So I've got the body shape, a sort of oval in the middle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve up from the bottom of that oval, and then I'm going to come up from the top there, and we're going to come down and make the head. So it's a very sort of simplified rocking horse here. And we might make him a bit slimmer, but at the moment that oval is quite good because it is a Christmas ornament version of a rocking horse anyway. And then I'm going to just sort of kick out at the bottom there and bring the leg up into the body. This will probably be quite a sketchy one for you, so just remember not to press too heavily with your pencil. I'm obviously pressing a bit more heavily so that you can see. And with all of these tutorials over the Advent calendar, don't forget that you can always just pause the video, take a screen grab when I've done the drawing. And now I'm going to do a curve for the rocker. And of course, then once you've taken that screen grab, you can trace it. And so for anyone sort of asking for downloadable traceables, that's that, isn't it? Just make it a bit thicker. So we get that line out to there. So I think we might just sort of get that curve a little bit, and then you can sort of do the mane and things however you want to. And of course decorations and designs are very much sort of up to you. I want to keep mine quite simple, quite sort of stylized and blocky. So I'll have the ear coming forward like that, and then for the mane I think I'll do some little sort of little S curves. And then we'll put a saddle on. Strap down like that, and maybe a part of a bridle like that. And then, because I am having it as a Christmas ornament, I'm going to do a little loop and a bit of a branch. Okay, so there's lots of pencil there. I want to just remove some of it entirely with the hard eraser. Slim him down a tiny bit, and then use the soft kneadable eraser to just fade the pencil so we can paint very happily over the top. So I'm ready to paint, and I'm going to take a little bit of the brown and I'm going to dilute it, and then I'm going to take a bit of the silver, the metallic silver, and just mix it in to make it really nice and pale and pearlescent. And that is the colour that I'm going to paint the body of my horse. So you can see the colour is really dilute, and there are times when you don't need a lot more colour on the brush. You only need to take tiny amounts, and if you put some down on the paper and then you suddenly go, oh gosh, I've got a big water droplet or a paint droplet, just don't panic, take your brush away, blot it out on the kitchen paper, just remove like this. remove, clean it off, get it a little bit dry again, and you can just regain the control, essentially. I quite like the idea of doing a sort of, I don't know, something with the crimson colour. I think that'll be fun. So I'm just going to mix that up and dilute it down a little bit. So I've got a nice sort of spectrum of colour there for the saddle. So I'm going to start with my lighter colour. And I'm just going to paint in some of these details in a nice dilute colour. Starting light means we've got plenty of room to play with layering up colours. While we're waiting for those bits to dry, I've taken some yellow and blue, and I just want to find a nice green for the pine tree. I don't know if you can hear the rain falling on the studio as I'm filming. It's properly coming in now, that weather. So I like that colour, and then I'll also take some of our green from the mix. And I will also take a bit of a brown and blue mixture to make something nice and dark as well, because we can do our little branch, pine branch. It's like we've sort of bought the tree on the December the 1st, and now we're decorating the tree. And just zooming in. And so I like to have different greens available. And even the brown and blue make for a good sort of low light colour. I'm going to take some more of that brown and blue and make a really dark, intense colour that can almost pass for black. The more you use the paint palette, the more you will become a real master of finding the colours you want, but it will take a bit of time initially. So I'm going to place in some black hooves, but I'm going to give them a tiny little unpainted shine, like that. And a little eye. And a nostril. And I imagined having a golden mane. I quite fancy the idea of that, so I've got a bit of gold here. Don't want it too watery. So I'm just using like lines to create that texture with the gold. And then finally, we can add just extra little bits of detail to the saddle. And I thought what would be nice is just using a much more concentrated version of the alizarin. So you could do a bit of outlining. And pattern with these miniature things is all about keeping it really simple. You don't need to do too much, so just simple little marks repeated are all it really wants. And actually I quite like the idea of bringing in some of the dark green tones as well. Maybe I'll do a little sort of tassel on the harness. So yeah, you can have some fun with really adding in some nice detail here. Right, so the last thing I want to do is just get a little bit more of the brown in this sparkly mix. And I know I put silver in first, so I'm just going to put some more gold into it to get it a bit richer. And I want to put just a few more accents onto the mane. You're going to discover with me, if you haven't painted with me before, that I just love the last bit. When you think you've done it all, you can guarantee I will be there going, oh, what about? And I know that's like the first rule of painting and watercolour is leave it alone, but it's more, I just love finding extra little details. And I need a tiny bit of a colour to make the string. Now you could make the string any colour you want. Like now I'm getting into the metallics. I think I'm just going to be obsessed with putting everything, making everything metallic. So I'm just going to place in that little loop. Fantastic. So we're just going to let that dry 100%. I'm going to rub out the pencil and we'll have our day 2. And just rubbing out a little bit of that last bit of pencil, I could just see there we have our gorgeous rocking horse Christmas ornament. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear in the comments, what is your favourite Christmas ornament that you put on the tree every year? It's such a wonderful ritual, isn't it? Putting all the decorations on the tree and thinking back, reminiscing about where you got them from. So yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments, let me know. And of course, if you're sharing your work on social media, don't forget to tag us at the Winton Paper Co and we'd love to see it. Okay, I will see you tomorrow for the 3rd of December.